Okay. So then I think we're gonna start now, yes? Okay. So thank you everyone for being, are you recording now?
Yes, we are recording.
Yes, we've got notification about that.
Okay, great.
Good.
So thank you. Hello, good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here this evening and taking the time to listen to us. My name is Elena Lopez, and I'm the coordinator of the Language and Culture Program. And we are here today to talk about the program, the languages that you can study, and also to answer your questions if you have any. So I'm going to start myself talking about the languages you can do and some of the features of this program, and then my colleagues here they're going to tell you more about the languages they teach and what you can expect if you choose to do one of these languages with us. So the 7 languages that we have in this program are French, German, Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, Russian, and Arabic. These languages are offered only to you because you are part of DCU Futures and you are doing one of these undergraduate degrees. The languages are free of charge, so you don't pay for them. And you can also get some extra credits, 5 credits, but you cannot add these credits to your main program of study. Is at the end, when you finish your university, you will get these other transcripts with these extra activities that you have completed while you were doing your main degree. 5 of these languages you can study at beginner's level, so Japanese, Chinese, Arabic, Russian, and Spanish. And German and French are offered only at intermediate level, and in Spanish we have the intermediate level as well. Well, and the rest of the languages, in fact, I mean, you can do all the languages apart from German and French. Sorry, I'm getting confused there. German and French is only intermediate level. The other 5 languages, beginner and intermediate level. Okay, so the languages are extracurricular, and this means that most of the classes are timetabled in the evenings. So sometimes we try to be flexible with the time of the class, but many of you have labs and you don't finish until 5, most of you. So the languages are always after 5 and sometimes 6 if it's a popular, like Japanese with Kei. Has many students in his class, so normally the language class has to be scheduled at 6 o'clock because the students come from different programs. We also try to use a blended modality of learning using in-person class contact teaching, but also online teaching materials that you can study on your own, and some of the modules you can do hybrid as well. Also, my colleagues are going to tell you more about the teaching methods that we are using, but we try to use engaging teaching methods and to be an enjoyable experience for you. So it's not going to be like studying your other subjects that you are doing for your DCU programs. It's more learning in a relaxed environment and having fun with your classmates as well. So these are the 7 languages we are offering for semester 2. So you see the beginners levels are Japanese, Russian, Arabic, Chinese, and Spanish. And then we have elementary, at elementary level, the same languages. The 7 languages, as I explained before, I offer in this 3005 module that would be for you to have an idea, your living certificate exit level. Then we have Spanish, French, and German at more advanced level, B1, 2, if you are familiar with the CFR levels. And advanced and higher intermediate is only Spanish and French, in which we have developed the full curriculum for these two languages. How do you progress in the program? The modules are continuous assessment 100%, so there is no exam, formal exam, but still you have to provide evidence of your learning by completing some activities, projects on an e-portfolio. Only pass grades are recorded in the system, so even if you now complete your online form to enroll in the languages, and at the end you decide that you have too much with your main program of study and you cannot continue, there are no consequences because only the pass grades are recorded in the system. At the end of your university program, you will get a transcript in which it is explained the languages you study and the level that you achieved in these languages, but we are also going to provide you with a certificate at the end of, if you successfully completed one of the language modules that you choose. The program is modular, and this means that there is no linear progression. So, for example, you can enter Spanish in the 3 or 7 higher intermediate level if you have the level for it, even if you didn't do the levels before or the modules before. But by doing that, you need to ask me or any of my colleagues to have an assessment just to advise you whether the level is right or not for you. Then you can change your choice of languages as well during your studies. So if you want to start doing maybe Spanish and then to change to Japanese, that is possible, but it's not possible to study 2 languages at the same time. Enrollment starts today. I will share the link with you at the end of this information session if you want to do it. And we will keep the enrollment open until the 2nd week of semester 2. So now I'm going to leave you with my colleague, Mendy, that is teaching Chinese. Sorry, Mendy.
No worries.
I see Kay's face. And
Yeah. Because Kay and I will share the same screen. So thank you, Elena, for your introduction, and hello everyone. My name is Mendy, and I'm the Chinese teacher from DCU Language and Culture program. So in this program for Chinese specifically, we offer for the next semester, semester 2 in January, we offer 3 different modules. So the H3001 is the totally beginner level for all the students who want to explore Chinese, even though you don't have any prior knowledge of Chinese, that's fine. So we're going to cover different topics like a greeting, self-introduction, and introduce where are you from, and the hobbies, and shoppings, and food ordering, some very basic daily life topics. And also, since you know, like Chinese is the kind of like we have characters, so we also will introduce like the story of the characters and the radicals behind the character to let you know, oh, what's the origins of the character, what's that mean, to help you to remember the Chinese writing system better. And for the H3005, it's called pre-intermediate Chinese language module. And we welcome, some students who have, some basic knowledge of Chinese. And also we welcome like Chinese heritage speakers to join these classes. So this module is specific target to students who would like to probably want to do some business in the future, and we would cover the job interview and the contacting customers, so business trips. So, and also we would cover like a discussion about the culture difference between the Irish culture or the culture from your home country and the Chinese culture. So in our class, it's not like it's not teacher-led classroom. Like Elena said, we are trying to use engaging pedagogy, excuse me. And in my class specifically, I always encourage my students to do the peer group learning. And you can see on the right side, oh, by the way, we will continue to have the DH3003 module, which is the students who start DH3001 last year in January, and they move on to DH3003 next January. And you can see on the right side, I put two photos. On the top is the activity, VR activity to practice the Chinese language, which we cover the daily topics with the VR in the School of Business. And my students were really enjoying this activity, and they like to do it more. And on the bottom is the Chinese New Year celebration activity, which we had in the language culture space. I'm sure my colleague will cover this kind of information later on. But yeah, so we have kind of like both language learning activity, but also the cultural exploration. So if you have any questions, you can drop an email to me. I put my email address here. You can see it. So that's all. If you have any questions, you can also like tap your question in the chat box. I'm happy to answer you later on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mandy. We don't have Flora here today, and I think she recorded if this works. I'm not sure whether you're gonna be able to listen to her recording clearly. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, sorry for not being here with you today. I'm Flora Adrabo and I teach French in DCU. So if you're interested in French language and culture, there are three options, like three modules for next semester. The first one being 305, it's a module for lower intermediate. This module will focus on trips, culture, francophone games, and revision of the language with present, past, and future tenses. You will have seen this before if you have studied French at school, so you should be fine with this one. If you are a bit upper level, there is the 3007. It focuses on art and literature, including modern paintings, photography, and graffiti. This module is an advanced module, so you should be reasonably fluent in French. We will focus on describing paintings, graffitis, or art in general, and we will read extracts for comics, short stories, and we will have fun. Finally, there is the FR3009 module that focuses on work-related matters and societal challenges. It will focus on various topics throughout the semester. For this module, you should be at B2 level. That means that you should have a good knowledge of the conditional and subjunctive tense, and you should be pretty fluent in French. You can, for example, follow long speeches and have conversations with natives without suffering. So if you're interested in all those modules, in one of those modules, then you can register for this. I would like to add as well that all modules will include a visit to the VR room, which is fun and nice thing to do when you learn a language. So I hope to see you next semester. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Okay, so again, maybe one of you can write Flora's emails in the chat box as well, in case they have any further questions for her. And I'm sure Flora will be delighted to answer the questions.
Yep. Let me type.
Yeah, and for Spanish, we are two teachers because we have the full curriculum developed from beginners to advanced. So I'm going to be teaching the Total Beginners class here. That is for total beginners. So it's basically to learn how to talk about yourself and others, and a bit of likes and dislikes, and maybe to describe a place that you normally go on holidays. And my colleague Juan Pablo is going to talk to you about the elementary and the living exit certificate exit level module we have, and the other intermediate module we have 307. Juan Pablo, yeah.
Hello all. So I'll be teaching 3 modules next semester, and you are supposed to have done the living certificate for the 3 of them actually. So it's O3 is recommended for the students who had done the living certificate, but they still struggling with everyday conversation. So maybe they know the present tense, regular, irregular, but you have forgotten most of the grammar that you have covered during the living cert. And for O5, we recommended to the students that they have done the living cert and they have no problem with daily conversation. Even they can write quite well about anything that is related with their own life, like a family, country, what you do every day, even what you did recently. Maybe you still mix up the use of the different past tenses, but you know more or less how to conjugate it. And the other module, 07, the intermediate, is for people who have done the living certificate, but they went beyond and they've been in touch with the language all these months. So they have studied, or they have traveled, or they have an exchange. So they don't have a problem at all communicating, and they can even express their opinions about matters that they are interested in. And maybe they mix up the use of the past tenses, but they can conjugate them quite well. So I'll be here after when the last of my colleagues is finished. If you have any questions about what we expect for the students who are doing these modules, I'll be happy to answer them.
Yeah, and the last module we have in Spanish is this 309, that is for higher intermediate and advanced. Again, you know, if students here are quite fluent, some of them already lived in Spain or for a small period of time, but they are able to communicate in Spanish fluently and express opinions. If you think you have the level, you can contact me and we can assess your level and advise you which of the level might be better for you, or if this is the right level for you. So we are moving now to the next of the languages, and it's German. My colleague is not here today because she's teaching actually, but for German we have 2 modules in semester 2. One is as the previous colleagues explained, a kind of post-beginners, post-living certificate module, the GE305, and the GE3007 are for continuing students that already are in, clear intermediate, and they are able to speak in German and express an opinion in German. Teaching methods are the same. It's about learning real life language use and have fun, enjoy learning German. It's very popular, German, again, in the program. Kay, I think you're gonna tell the students a bit of Japanese, why to study Japanese with you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Kay, and I'm teaching Japanese here. As you can see on the screen, next semester in January, I will be offering 3 modules, 301, 303, and 305. The first one is for total beginners who have zero knowledge of Japanese or who have studied some Japanese previously but want to, start from the beginning again. We will cover things like, greeting, self-introduction. We will talk about our families and friends, daily life, hobbies, things like that. And of course, our modules are all language and culture modules. So we will go through lots of different aspects of the Japanese culture, including food and drinks, etiquette and manners, those things. And yes, in Japanese, we do use several different sets of characters. And even though we are more focused on, conversation, we will try to learn to read and also write some of those characters. That's for JA 3001 for the beginners. Now 3003, post-beginners, as the name suggests, the participants in this module will have some basic knowledge of Japanese, and we will develop on that previous study experience and try to learn like things you do on weekends. And you're right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll continue. We'll talk about what we study, what we do for hobbies, habits, and there are 2 hobbies here. Yeah, things like that. And we'll also talk about more generic things, such as what we have in our homes or towns, what the nature and culture in the countries where we are from look like, things like that. And yes, again, in this module, we will do reading and writing, learning new characters. Okay. Now, finally, JA 305 is for pre-intermediate learners of the language. We will, focus on more, related to our own lives, but abstract things such as university life or your interests now and for the future. Also, we'll try to learn to find information on the internet and books and other resources. We can talk about dreams and plans for the future, what you feel or how you think about things. And we, in Japan, the Japanese society, the formal and casual languages are really important. So we will learn these things and more characters. So in any of these modules, we will try to learn the language and culture in a fun and informative way. And, it's not going to be the teacher teaches the student style. No, we are going to co-construct the module together. So if you are interested in any of these modules, you are more than welcome to join. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, here. Olga, you're going to tell the students about your language and your modules?
Hello, Елена. Hello, everyone. Здравствуйте, добрый вечер, привет. Hello, my name is Olga, and I'm International Russian Language Tutor in DCU, and I'm here today to welcome and to invite you to my Russian language classes. And next semester in January, I will be teaching 3 courses, 3 modules. The first module, 3001, and this module is designed for complete beginners. If you have never learned Russian language before, you're welcome. Or maybe you already know the alphabet, you know some greetings, farewells, you can say, my name is, меня зовут. You are also welcome. Just join this course. By the end of this module, you will be able to introduce yourself, to speak about your family, friends, daily routine, likes and dislikes, and so on, everything in Russian. So this is our aim of this module. Okay, let's go on. The next module is 303, and this is the continuation of the previous module. We will learn grammar and discuss different topics. We will learn more about culture and so on. About culture of Russian-speaking countries. Russian-speaking countries, it's not only Russia, as you already know. Okay, and the next module is 3005, and this module is designed, is like for intermediate students, is designed for those who already know Russian grammar, almost all Russian grammar, and can discuss different topics like jobs, studies, research, and topics like that. Okay, so and during all our modules, during all our classes, we will use textbook for sure. This is the basis, but we will add a lot of audio, a lot of interactive exercises. We will learn Russian language with the help of Kahoot, WordWall, and things like that. We will play games, board games, online games, and we will watch video for sure. And we will use all media to make your Russian language easier. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can learn more on DCU website, and if you have any doubts, just write me. Thank you so much. Спасибо.
Okay, thank you, Olga. And finally, the last person to speak today is our colleague, Noha. She's going to tell you about her modules in Arabic. Hi, Noha.
Thank you, Elena. Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Noha, and I am from Egypt. I teach Arabic, as Elena said, and I'm going to talk about the modules that are going to be available for you next semester. So I'm going to talk about the first one, and that is for absolute beginners, AR 3001, for absolute beginners. So if you have no prior knowledge of Arabic whatsoever, no problem. We will be starting from scratch, and when we are done, you will be able to write and read completely in Arabic. And we are also going to learn a few phrases that you can use to survive in your daily life, and how to have a simple conversation, talk about yourself, introduce yourself, ask simple questions, and, you know, have simple conversations, nothing complicated, but it still can be a nice experience. As for AR 3003, that's for people who already have some knowledge, but it's not that much. So maybe you have the basic information and some things that you can use to survive, a few phrases here or there, but you can't really make a conversation. This is going to be more independent kind of course, because you will get to depend on yourself, do your own research if you want, learn what you want to learn, not just what is in the curriculum. So I would argue that this is a bit more fun, because you get to choose your own topic. But even in the first module, I try to make it as as fun and engaging as possible. The picture that you see on the screen, you can see in the middle these cubes with Arabic alphabet. That is actually one of the games that we have in LCS, and I use it in my class sometimes, one of many. I'm sorry, did anyone ask a question or something? All right, then I continue. The last module that we are going to be offering next semester is the AR 3005, and that is for heritage learners, people who might have different kind of knowledge, more knowledge than the first two modules. Maybe they would have a problem with reading and writing, but you still, if it's your heritage language, then you probably use it at home, or at least listen to it occasionally. So these people usually need different kind of skills and curriculums. So this course is going to be for them. There are many reasons, of course, to learn Arabic, but if I speak about the basics, it's about 21 countries at least have Arabic as an official language. Plus, it is also mentioned. It is also spoken in many other countries, but not the official language there. It helps you to get to know a new culture, learn about different parts of the world. We are going to be using interactive learning, and we are going to be working together in different ways. We are going to be using audio and video sometimes, and hopefully you are going to fulfill your goals by the end of each and every course. So that's all I have to say for today. And if you have any questions, of course, I will type my email if Kay didn't do it already. And please don't feel hesitated to call me or contact me anytime if you have any questions. Thank you. Ma salama.
Just for your information, Noha's email is already on the chat window, as well as everyone else's.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so there are very good reasons why to study a language, and you can see here on the screen some of the comments that former students have made about how enjoyable and why to study a language with us. Not only it's good for your future qualifications and career prospects, but also it's a nice break, I think, and we get this a lot from students, these comments from your science degree that you are doing. If you have any more questions, here is my email. I mean, you already have it because I've been sharing all this information with you. We also have the website that you can find. It's not working, the link now, but I will share with you. And this is the Instagram page we have with many other activities, extracurricular that we organize, from gatherings, parties, more opportunities to learn about these languages, to practice them. And I don't think I have anything else to say apart from thank you for being here. And I will share with you the online application form. Yeah, and Kay also added the more information about the program. And if you have any other further questions, please contact me or any of the colleagues here. And I want to wish you a good evening, unless you have any further questions. No questions. Okay. So,
yes, there is a question on the chat window. I will read it out. If you haven't decided which language you would like to take in semester 2 2024, you can try oh, sorry, this is from Mandy. I'm very sorry, I got confused.
Yeah. No, but this is a choice. If you have it, I mean, this is a very good thing, Mandy. Thank you, because we closed the registration at the end of the second week of semester 2, so there is always the chance to try out the languages in the first week of semester 2 and decide which of the 2 languages maybe you want to study. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. And you finish your application for the languages at the end of the first week of semester 2, or early in the second week of the semester.
So there's another question from Daria. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So how long is the language module? Is it the duration of college or only a semester?
Yeah, well, it's you can study the languages, while you are doing your degree. So the module it lasts 12 weeks, the 12 weeks of semester 2. So it's about 24 contact teaching hours. And then if you want to sign up for the languages again, you can sign up in September and move up level. So is there a way to test if you're okay for elementary Spanish? Yes, there is. I mean, you can contact me or my colleague, Juan Pablo, and we can have a very, short conversation with you, and then we can advise you whether you can go straight to the elementary level of Spanish. Yes, there is, even if you haven't finished your living certificate, but we can try, we can test on that, yes. What happens if you don't pass the module? Nothing happens. No, nothing happens. Because only the pass grades are recorded into the system. So no, this is an extracurricular activity and has no effect whatsoever with, the other subjects or your main program of study. There is no receipt. If you don't pass the module, then you can do it again in the year after or the following academic year, or you can just drop the language and choose another one. Will the slides be posted? Yeah, we can post the slides as well, and also the recording. If you want to do we can share the recording because the session is being recorded as well. And yeah, I don't think there are any other questions. I think I answered most of your questions, yes. So we can, when do we register? Well, we already shared the link for registration here. Can we share the link again? Maybe the students got confused with so many links.
I'm going to share the link, registration link.
Okay. So the registration is opened for today, and I think the online form is active, is live. It went live today. So it will keep opened until the second week of semester 2. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you in semester 2 doing one of these languages. Thank you. Goodbye. Buenas noches.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Assalamu.
Yeah, did you stop recording, Kay?
Hold on, let me do that.
Not yet.